Mo wants to take that first peek, but Lucky's the one who goes down. Tabson's just gone up and tripled his kills and may not add 4. That is fantastic stuff from him. And that's one of the things that obviously we will forget very often. Tabson is...
You know, going for a hunt on a pistol round, it doesn't really have much value, but it's about sending a message. So there will be someone that can act as a potential assaulting angle. Mako will reveal himself, and Hyped is there to at least alleviate stress, because they could have been threatened from the backside. Okay, no rear ending. And Joko will at least collect one on the Mac. No real issues here for Big. Once again, a couple casualties, but not going to be close enough to win a round. HEET are keeping the money modest.
Still hidden away will be the core point to keep an eye out for as this execute looks to come in. Lucky trying to get aggressive. That flashbang timing is impeccable. They just keep him blind as a bat and constantly just pinned down and pulled out.
You just set up for everything.
Turns out that even if you've got only 4 players of your core lineup, they can still throw some pretty damn good flashes.
Yeah, and let's not forget that Hyped.
Call to order, call to task, wants to get aggressive with 30 seconds left. He's pulled out a smoke. That's not the timing you're looking for, but with the smoke colliding with Primbo's feet, he might have had a chance. Unfortunately, Tabson just keeps him blind. It seems like they're not getting any fair duels at all. Every single one. It's not a one-on-one. It's just I'm flashed. Oh, I'm not looking there. I got timing. Ay.
This does...
It reminds me of something. Oh, God, I can't remember if it was Maui Snake or Kassad. But I think it was one of them who sort of described it that if you ever go back and look at one of Big's, this is the closest thing that I can get to in a time machine to go back and look at that team, really.
Yeah, even the save won't find anything. I always found that story point funny because Astralis were the team that definitely innovated it and made it the most successful. The Big were the ones actually creating a lot of the nades that they ended up using as well. Like,
there's always a timing to find, and right now that just wasn't it. Spams him through the smoke, and Kito's aware of the rotation that's likely here already. Lucky, practically a dead man walking. Razuma is a dead man, so already losing numbers before Big have even tried to commit onto the bomb site. Again, man, these flashes! Ay, they're so good.
Yeah, we're about to enter territory where the T side is going to be capped on cash. One more round win, and I think we'll be there, at least on Hyped. And Faven. Save it, give it back to your Orber.
Oh, Exorcist has found a fantastic timing! He's got the triple, and although there's no follow-up, time is running down low, and Marka is around the corner. He's pulled out the USB. He's been given the call that Tabson is red, but Tabson is not dead. He turns it around and gives himself a chance, but a stray headshot from the USB will still make his life end. Primbo, 1-on-3 left behind.
Yeah, he was just hunting for this extra frag. Actually, Joko spamming through that smoke. It felt like Kito wanted to reciprocate, but A1 has no tracers, and that smoke didn't bloom fast enough, so Joko dies. Exorcist's back at the bomb site. Was at A, the last round over. They pull out the bomb. Faven unable to be connected on, and Tabson makes sure that this is a free plant. Well, lightning doesn't strike twice. Exorcist's 3k in the last round is what helped them out. This time, no cigar.
It is what it is, man. And Razma right now really needed to keep that gun alive. If he'd been able to take that one forward, they would have still had enough to go for another buy here. Marka being cornered in upon, but he's got the USB in. Faven didn't have HP to work around. This is where the luxury of 16k is really helping out Big. And
only a 2-man setup on this A bomb site to facilitate that peak. So down in the pit by his lonesome is Razmo, and reinforcements is trapped behind smokes or down bottom B. Razmo turning from flashes, but it doesn't matter when they're running right at him.
They're able to tell where the Razmo flashbang came over from as well, and as a result of that, it's so much easier to isolate when you know there's a player playing deep pit that early on. It's unlikely that you've got anyone else too close together. Just need some flashes for the side and you're good to go. The fact that there's only 2... Well, there's no one saved either. A 1-10 scoreline on HEET's map pick. Not how we expected. Maka. Oh, at least he's able to get that one down and out. That's going to be a big start for them. No banana control whatsoever for Big as well, and they realize that with players this aggressively far forward on brackets, Heat might have a chance to actually take the fight to Big before the Germans are allowed to make the move. Rasmo, off angle, out. Hype will not be expecting it quite entirely, and Rasmo's gone and picked up a double. Reminding everyone, that's what happens when I'm not flashed. Now it's tabseN and Crimbo, just Crimbo. And even him, unlikely to be around for too much longer.
Finally, signs of life here from Heat. Getting Maka involved in the early stages and being forward in the apartments where maybe Big thought there wouldn't be as much pressure given that they go for an opening pick at B simultaneously. Heat far more assertive on this defensive end. But they know where Crimbo is, and they shouldn't lose too much more for survive in a following round for Heat. But they're going to need every single round that remains in this half.
This is where Crimbo's smoke will be super important, but Hype has already gone and found a quick kill. Farven waits around. He's getting aggressive, trying to beat the distance and beat the clock. He's good for 2, but Lucky and Joko will respawn. Lucky, only man left alive. There's too many smokes on the bomb site, but it's not going to matter. USB pulled out, 10 seconds on the clock, no time whatsoever. And even if he got the kill, he didn't have the kit necessary to actually take that round away. Crimbo's celebratory gun throw. Very soon, Keto got such a great time. Oh no! Lucky! Just manages to push all the way through. Molotov is there as well, and he's got teammates to try covering him off, but Hyped has actually gone for a quick scope right up above on the boost. Will be able to connect there, but the problem is the bomb. It's too far away. Big's got to fight, and Hyped is flexing those muscles, reminding tabseN, this is my place, tabseN! Better not take that up away from me. 2-on-2 now as he's managed to re-secure it, but the bomb is still on his back and even gets another one on the fadeaway. Hyped. Deed up for the full ace, but Crimbo's going to have to steal it. Happy to do so. 13-2, Big. Close out the half in style, and we're off to a break to see whether they can close out the game as well.
Well, 13-2 is a little too much to ask for. Crimbo's even just going to give it. Hyped alongside him. They just run down mid to take fights, and Exorcist will at least quell the flames. Exorcist got the kill that was necessary on Farven. Bomb's making its way over, and, well, they can get a bomb plant down. Maka's still keeping them busy, and no bullets will connect on either side of it. 2-on-3 for this retake, and they don't have a kit here on Big. They wanted to take fights, and fight they will. Exorcist, well, might be sent back to the gym. Muscle's not quite big enough. Maka 1-on-3 and out in the open. He doesn't feel like he has anywhere to go.
Big man had a lot of clutch attempts yesterday. This is not one of them. Look at that. Jumping through and CT swinging out from the other side. That's a... Rasmo is very suspicious of the Cubby, and rightfully so, but there's multiple players you've got to deal with now. Hype does go down. Exorcist is a trade, and Big. Oh, he almost gets away there as well. Joko's lucky to have backup right with him, but still, advantage has been taken away and chucked out into the bin, and, well, Kiddo's added a bit more to that bin. Lucky down and out, and Joko's just there to follow. Mr. MP9 himself will give them the 15th. Plenty of members here on this B-bomb site, the AWP amongst them, and this is where Hype can try and come through in a big way. Off angle, no flashes, needs to come up with a double kill. Bomb's been dropped, Exorcist has got one, and by the time they start to circle around, Hype is repositioned completely, even going all the way back to first. Oranges realizes where the util is raining down from. He's buying space for Crimbo. Time's going low. Hype is gone and gotten another one. Joko will trade, but Crimbo's now been set up. Bomb is down. They know where the players are. Joko closes.
Oh my days. I mean, you saw the hesitation there from Hyped. One, he wanted to guarantee that he got a kill, and two, I think he was a little confused how they come through this. I think the one thing that they are doing quite well is much to the mirroring of Big, you know, very slow, sort of methodical map control. I think we're going to see Big explore their options a little sooner, not only because of the fact they have a massive lead coming into this game, or coming into the second half, but also just because they're identifying what they have to do earlier on. What is that from tabseN? So much damage on the player's T-steps. I mean, they're down to 20 HP, and tabseN's done everything he needs to basically put this round on his shoulders. 1-on-3 from Lucky, and that's to keep Heat in this map. He will do some decent damage, and he's expecting Farven to expose himself from the tunnel, and, well, lo and behold, there he is. But boxed in, Keto puts him to rest. 16-6 on Heat's map pick. Big demolished them. They embarrassed them. Let's see if Heat can bounce back in the second.
Missing out on the first opportunity to get a kill over there as well, so it's not even going to be an advantage. Keto with the recovered dualies is just going to try and push right through. Good for the one, not for the two. XANTARES has decided these dualies can go one way, well, make them go three ways instead, and now he's been discovered and brought down. Lucky and Csgo with a quick flurry will come back through, though, and I've got to say, Michael, Lucky, even yesterday, was looking really good on these dualies. Well, as he continues to move in, there's a secondary set of smokes, and the fadeaway, that's where Hype can come through and come up. Lucky is still very much alive inside cave, but being mollied off means that they can try and isolate down the back CT angles and hold them for a while longer. tabseN spots out Lucky. The question is, will he continue to challenge? Well, he does, but not for too much longer. It is the full retake attempt to continue forward. Lucky's already down. Another Molotov. It feels like Big hasn't used any utility at all scaling onto the bomb site with the amount of tiny little bits and pieces they've still got left to prevent this retake. And yep, that'll be all she wrote. HEET will back off and run away to try and fight another day.
Yeah, that one kill from Hyped pushing into the long smoke is one that immediately changed the tone of this round. All the flank was coming out from HEET. 3 players were trying to come in from behind, and that's a great sort of...
So he can make plays like that and the like. I was worried that we might lose that when Searson's not around, so good to see. Rasmo, in the meanwhile, has taken down the man with the spotlight on him. That spotlight ends up being a target instead. Maka up at the ready. He's been stellar at times before as well. And as XANTARES will be suffering underneath the flames, it's Favon to come in from the side, pushes through his own smoke, and will pick up a quick one. Csgo, unexpected. tabseN, a rare moment of being caught out and caught off. Will end up falling as Maka pushes forward. Got to pull out the Tech 9. That's the 5 bullets coming into play. Favon almost catches them all. But it's all down to Crimbo. This one-on-one. Gifted to him by Favon. Choco's tapped the bomb. The clock is ticking down low. Crimbo's made noise, and he'd already won the round before he even got the kill, but no.
Yeah, cut high and dry. Crimbo too aware. Fantastic timings, and a player that when he stepped onto the scene was a big clutch man for Big. Hasn't had the same reproduction in later showings, but getting a full taste of it there. And sure, there's a lot of casualties here for Big, but they were heavily clustered in numbers. For the investment, that's about as much as you can ask for from HEET.
Success if he's able to get in position fast enough to stop this push from Donut to come through. There aren't flashes available. Maka is in a very good position. Picks up the first one. Is able to proceed on to the bomb site, giving himself some cover to work off of. And Big are not having a good time here. Not at all. Favon, with the bomb plant, will at least give himself a chance here. And as he starts to fade back into Temple, that's where he'll elect to play from. 6 bullets in that. Once again, the attempt of the defuse coming out. It's Maka who's trying to hold on and save his teammate for a while longer. Csgo will be covered off, and Favon, despite a nice little attempt. Oh, tabseN is such a weasel right now. All the way through Red Room on the lurk. Rasmo is the major player they have to deal with, and the problem is they've only got Glocks and a P250. That simply won't be enough. Needed the deagle of tabseN, which is good for one, but just not the position you needed that one.
Worthwhile for Hype to die, even if he goes for this effort and doesn't get too much. Oh my god, what? That was so quick, too quick. Oh my goodness.
My god, he is the second coming of Searsson. I'm sorry, this is it. What is it with German Oppers and their scouting ability?
Listen, man, he's not had a great tournament.
He's got the spawn for it, so you're probably right about that one. Flashes overhead very early on, and this is where Joko's got to come through and put up a show once again. He's only got the MP9. He's got the first, not the second flashbang. Was there to keep tabseN blind, but even so, tabseN's not just good for the one, makes it a double. With Crimbo still left behind to keep an eye out for the flankers to come in. Crimbo has to be careful he doesn't just get pushed upon. XANTARES is very wary of the possibility of a player position here. tabseN caught off completely. Crimbo trades. And it looks like he's just been set up for the most perfect round in the world.
Great double entry there from tabseN. Maybe a stern talking to Crimbo, because would set them back, and this would allow Big to take the lead should they lose this one. XANTARES just spotting one, but dropping the smoke. It doesn't do a whole lot. Massive gap around the side of it, and enough that Big can explore that option. Jumping above, that's some good tag damage there from XANTARES, and the first headshot connects for Rasmo. XANTARES is on a man on a mission, and he actually finds the gap. A double headshot, just slotting himself between the two Ts, and the recovered AK. XANTARES is doing the most for HEET right now. Joko up close and tabseN's left in a clutch situation that's hard to pull out from. Joko finally dealt with, and tabseN has the read. Maka sussed out, and so tabseN won't miss. Ult recovered, a 5th round for Big, but it comes at hefty cost.
He's found a lot of map control, and he's maybe even thinking of going for a fast flank over. Now, what he has to be careful about is tabseN is actually very wary of it. Joko's push finds Fabian. Once again, the CT's managing to blindside out Big a little bit.
Good info from Rasmo as well, spotted Crimbo on the cross at A. So knows that there's going to be something coming. Flash timing is perfect, and Maka can simply sit on the bomb site and hopefully pluck out more numbers. Exorcist's over pushing, trying to commit to the flank, and Crimbo goes through the smoke. Now Akito 1v3, and they know exactly where he was last seen, but not expecting both to be prepared from him on the mid peak. HEET, great adaptations, great rotations, even with this pressure mounting at A. Complete cauterization on Inferno. Maka even trying to peek in from cave. Kido gonna get caught out because of it. No extra utility to help facilitate that peek, so just dry for Maka, and he's good for a double. Exorcist as well, alleviating any pressure on middle. Maka's just a man unhinged. 2 kills, and he's like, yeah, I've done my job. Time to push for more. Even swapped out for the rifle to go for his efforts. Very deep Molotov. Not going to finish off Crimbo, but they're pretty boxed in. They, I think, know what's happening here on the HEET side.
One last opportunity to try and steal out a round. Try and prevent the 9. Joko wants to just push through the smoke as long as he can find one. He knows it's more than worth it. And, well, with his own smoke down, flashbang avoided. Make it 2. No, Hype prevents it. AWP recovering now with the bomb pulled out. It's a missed timing and a missed opportunity. HEET will find the 9, and Big will have to go back to the drawing board for that second half. We'll be back after a short break.
Sure, certainly a lot to be held accountable for here if you're Big. Their map pick into the series and coming in trailing, moving into their CT side. Kido, wow, okay, nice and sharp. Maka already dealt with and hypes up close with the dual leads. They don't fully clear for it. It's a haphazard check, but only good for 1. Kido, a double kill on this bomb site, and Favin's there to help and provide support. 1 on 4, Exorcist, 2 pistols, but no friends, and no round here either for HEET. Pistol round 1 for the second half by Big.
Those USBs are looking clean, man. That's lock, stock, and a couple of...
tabseN made an effort to recover that M4 and does so in spades. Hype does a lot of control as well, so rotates back to the A bomb site would be met with some resistance. So committing forward into B, they'll go. Smoke down and a Molotov over at long. No one peeking here for Big, but tabseN finds a great timing. Rasmo cut down. Bomb's already crossed and actually can go down. Hyped is committing to that flank and hoping to pressure the backlines as that smoke fades. But they need to get this bomb planted, otherwise Big will collect themselves too quickly for HEET to do much about it. Molotov down. Exorcist can't plant.
Hyped is being set up for the big flank, and Exorcist is basically a goner. With that, the bomb will be dropped. Hyped even giving himself some time for some trigger discipline, but calls been made. 8 seconds on the clock. They won't try and wait the time out, and Lucky will end up falling. 3 players kept alive, and
I think Rasmo has to be a little suspicious. That's a possibility. Starting to turn himself away, but 40 seconds they have to refixate, and Molotov didn't even... That's so unfortunate for tabseN. The Molotov missed, and yet he's still sectioned off. Rasmo still hasn't made much progress in at ramp, so I guess tabseN's not too late to the party.
tabseN's given up the call. He knows exactly what's going on over here. Good for the 1, and now they can't actually get the bomb planted down. 20 seconds. It's all a game of time, and time's running out for Maka. He will plant. tabseN delays his ascent up the stairs long enough to do so, but...
Maybe tried to justify or think about what was going through their minds in that moment.
To be honest, Michael, hold the point. Kido about to take a first duel. This time there's a flashbang there, so he won't be able to be as relaxed about it as the previous round. I didn't actually realize that was a flop Molotov until after you pointed out in the previous one.
It's just kind
of
of strange.
on purpose. Made it down, but he's still good for the frag, regardless of all the utility flowing through. HEET have managed to make this a very successful looking round and a bit shaky. On the aim from Hype means that he's missed out on an opportunity to at least think about a highlight.
They've tried to go for faster plays in past rounds. You know, we've seen some independent work. Sometimes it's Kido that takes this contacted cave that's Tapson making his way over. Exorcist ready to greet him, and now Hyped has to perform a 1-on-2 coming his way. They almost actually they do line up for him. Joko collateraled in the back, so down to 14 HP. Hyped not to know, but that's the bomb dropped. All he has to do is survive. Exorcist has no hope in winning this. Had to win by elimination, but he knows his time is up. 12th round here from Big, and delivered by Hype, our stand-in, our big come-up from the Academy squad.
Kid is feeling a lot more aggressive this time over, trying to give Fabian an opportunity to bait his reload sounds out, but instead they both will just end up falling. Hype's got another chance and he'll take it. And getting the advantage over us that easy, he says. And now he's starting to get aggressive. Oh, right down B main, he's gone. Dodging our crosshairs on this B bomb site marker. The only one still left behind him, but Rasmo's discovery. Wouldn't be too surprised to see Hype even push all the way through and spot out the bomb. Rasmo, however, is going to continue forward. Flashbang dodged out. Crimbo not taking the peek behind it. And as Tapson peeks out, the round is gone. Marker's barely got any HP either, but Hype might just be walking into it. Marker, oh, he's got a freebie. He's got a freebie. Has to try and back off as much as he can, but will just get the kill initially. Knows he should have the time to plant the bomb and reposition regardless. A full belt of utility behind it, but who's rotated over? It's Tapson. Might be down in the red, but might still want to go for this peek. And as he goes in circles around the corner, will be able to prevent the bomb from being planted.
To say, Joko eats the nade. We saw a nade stack in a round prior go completely missed. And the connections there, and Joko even getting fanned by those flames.
Wow. Oh, Will get spammed down at the end of it all, but it's still Hype who's actually taking a close angle, re-peeking over. Hype wants to keep it going!
Dude.
And why stop when you can just re-peek, re-peek, re-peek? That's the question.
You just know it's just one of those games for Hyped.
Even so, Crimbo taking up. That could have been perfect. Instead, they've got to face down two players. Tapson will be traded up, but Crimbo unexpected. Flashbang to the bum. What a way to lose the round, potentially, but the round's not gone yet. Fabian, let's not forget, he is very low. Molotov goes in deep. Fabian's found the frag, and as the bomb, the Molotov will be ticking away. Flashbang to dodge. Lucky, bomb planted. Two players, one of them low. This is certainly doable, but needs to get this frag, and Fabian wants to go for the quick little re-peek over once the smoke push comes through, and Fabian's played it perfectly.
It confirms exactly where the hit is coming into, and Crimbo has no escape, but rotates are coming in thick and fast here for Big. There is no running back for Heat.
Tapson set up for success, just comes up, makes it look easy. 16-11, Big will close it out. Heat will not have a miracle recovery the way they did yesterday. Instead, they are knocked out.